Alright, let's do it. Here are you. Thanks for the good luck. I just saw the announcement for the Super 16. It's really exciting. Yeah, I said I saw the announcement for the Super 16, so I'm quite excited. Big giant. That's pretty lucky. Oh, come on. Almost dead. Hello, Jan Park. Yeah. I have a lazy razor. Yeah, more seriously, I have not much health. It's okay, I can take some risks at the start. I'm okay with resetting early on, but not in the middle of the run, because this is a long run. Ah! There's 6 of them, I think. In Hundo, you don't do this layer and the next one at the same time. You do something different. You do the layer of the flies and the layer of the little gremlins down below. It's more advantages this way. And that's what you do. 3, 4, 5. That should be the last one. That did not go very well. I haven't taken enough damage. It's okay though. And now it's not exactly like any percent also. You want to die right after rescuing Lisa. It's better this way. I haven't taken enough damage. I should really take more. Yeah, this is where you die. You can choose any moments to switch to the layers brush. Oh, come on! That's bad. Six. I haven't memorized how many they are. It's 8. 8. Six each one. That was not so bad. Maybe I should take one damage from the torch on the way there. Sometimes the torch will fire a shot and you can take the shot on your way. So I'm really not sure where I used to split, so I'm kind of winging it. here you really want to try to save gems for the beginning of Act 2, because it's going to be very reliant on gems. So I will not use as many as I would in 20%. Thanks for the good luck. This is a category that I haven't played in 11 years. So it's pretty nice to revisit it. Here it is. Let's good luck. And Giant Sword. Good luck. Oh, dude. Yeah, I'm not gonna use too many gems on those, maybe on the last one. You leave those for later. Much later, actually. Okay. That was not done super well. It's okay. I've lost 4. Ah, that's bad. I have to be careful against the boss. 5, 6, 7. That was completely messed up. Just to make sure. Should have gone with the left side. Not the right side because I need to do this. That's right. I really hope that I won't forget anything, because it's so easy to forget something in this category. You need to do all the monsters, get all the equipment, all the bracelets, you need the magic bell, the 5 helper souls, and of course you need to do all 400 monsters. Hi Victor Paranzi, thank you for the good luck. 43 gems, that's nice. So I'm gonna try some new strats here. So this wastes like 2 seconds compared to doing the bushes normally, but by doing them now, it gives me room to do the other bushes while fighting the mudmen. That sucks. This is not going very well. This did not go as well as I hoped. Oh, yeah, this one, yeah. It's 3. It's still alive. Congratulations. Okay, still 42 gems, that's not too bad. So I'm going to go get the Psycho Sword early. I think it's barely worth it, but just barely, by maybe a second or two. I think it was not done well enough to save time. And this strat of doing the bushes up there with these bushes together, it saves time, but it needs to be done well. I think here I just lost time. But it's okay, I'm still figuring out stuff. Yeah, there's a lot of potential weird strats in this category, so it's pretty insane. Ah, yeah, not exactly located where I think yeah, I was 1 pixel off. Oh, that sucks when it happens. I must have run into a corner. I was 1 pixel too high, and because of that, the mudmen on the left, they did not follow the path that I wanted. It's fine now. Should be fine. Now they move to the left. That's good. Terrific, thank you. What are you doing, you lot? That was pretty bullshit. I was not very lucky, but there's nothing you can do about that. My strategy is to try to have as many valid tiles as I can on camera to maximize the chances that each statue can appear in a valid location. But that's all you can do. My hypothesis is that the statue takes time sometimes because it's trying to land or appear in invalid location. So if you have less valid locations on screen, then chances are the statue will not be able to appear and you will lose time. I try to place myself such that there will be as many valid tiles as possible on the screen. That's my hypothesis about how these statues work. Seems to work out, but still sometimes I would just be unlucky. Because there's still a lot of walls, a lot of invalid tiles on the screen. I guess that's fine. You do the rest later. I'm going pretty strong so far. No, not too bad. Hey, shenanigans! Thank you for the time. Everything here you do it after. There's really no point in doing them now. And you can't do the scorpions anymore. And that's one of the helper swords. You need to get them for 100%. So we'll be able to see in the dark room. This is a really slow one. We heard it. Okay. That's the effect of the Psycho Sword. stops the enemies that I cannot kill. Did I kill him? This is fine. Maybe I did not kill all the fire dudes, but it's okay. It's not a huge deal, but it's okay. You cannot leave these layers for later. You need to seal them now, because when you get back here later, it's going to be for fighting the suns, and you don't want to have to seal a layer in the middle of fighting the suns. That wouldn't work. So you need to clear them now. Oops. Oh, I messed it up. I messed it up. I'm not sure how, but I'm pretty sure I'm losing time because I fought the mudmen before the night shrine, and my PB didn't. I'm still kind of experimenting. It could be worth it to do it either now or later, I'm not sure exactly. Yeah, you need to seal this now. Et des capons, salut. Okay, so go back. Alright, St. Els, let's go. C'est vrai qu'en effet, ça fait 11 ans que je n'avais pas touché à 100%. My PB for this is still on an emulator. So we need to repair that. Seriously? Was not very lucky. Wasn't sure how many there were in this area. I hope the other one exploded too. Because if it didn't, I'm losing a lot of time. Yeah, it probably exploded at the same time. Gems are a bit low. Yes. Nice. Yeah, this chest only contains medical herb. You don't need it. Let's spawn the fourth one. The medical herb. In this category, I am going to get the critical sword early. 2, 4, 3, 5, 4. This is not only what I wanted. 6. Okay. Oh, the one. Maybe I should spawn all of them at the same time. Maybe. But it's risky because if one of them decides to go away, you might never see it again. Hey, Happy Studios, howdy, welcome to the stream. Alright, I'm trying out a new strat for this. Spawn 1. Spawn 2. 3. Spawn the bird. 4. 5. Hey, Hellcom. I'm going to shade. Hi, guys. Yeah, more soul later. Back to Hundo. We need to do all the layers. Get all the stuff. It's a lot of work. It's a long category. Cool. This maybe is something I could try not to get with. It's ruffles. Oh, dude. Come on! Kill this. Okay, I spawned all the Donkey Kongs over there, so I'll kill them from here. Okay, that was not done very well, but I will need to clean up on this gameplay. I have the basic outline of the strat, but I need to execute it cleanly. Now everything should be dead. We just have to reap the benefits. Yeah, got it. That's the helper soul that protects me against the falling rocks in Durian. Nice. And the lair of the crabs will do that at the very end. It will be super long to do it now. Because crabs are hard to kill without proper weapons. There's just one more, I think. I'm still not sure whether it's best to seal it now or later. Sealing it now gives you a better path for later, but sealing it later allows you to walk and do some distance after having killed the 6 manta ray. So it's a trade-off. I'm still not sure exactly what's the best thing to do. There's a lot of little trade-offs in this category. It would have to be really tested. Hey dude! Happy New Year. That's right, this is my first stream of the year. You are right to point it out. I guess I'll take that. Gems are alright. A bit below 100. Yeah, you have to do this strat around, otherwise you don't even save time. I'm sure that I do have the herb equipped. Sunday morning cartoons. It's snowing out in your region. The weather is kind of meh here today, but yeah, we never get snow here. Not in the southeast of France. Oh, really? Oh. Okay, should be already equipped. This time we win. Now we're gonna get the pearl and magic flare. And I will use magic flare in the world of evil because it actually works well there. Okay, Blesser is next. Fits. these layers are just not very comfortable to do. They're spaced out, so it's not easy to do them at the same time, but also you still want to. They're not too spaced out for it to not be a good idea to try to put them at the same time. Only 35, that's not great. Yeah, that's what you want. Do this one. That was pretty terrible. But at least I got all the rocks. I should really work more on this part. I want to try to get all the rocks, at least a lot of them, to walk with me. So I can kill them and the rocks at the same time. So that's a sleepy dolphin. We'll do the crabs later. With the soul blade, it will be much easier. So I'm going to try to attract one of these manta rays on the top. So it should be equipped. It's not necessary to take these games, but yeah, let's say it's safety. Yeah. This could have been faster. Let's see if I remember my new strat for this. Yeah, okay, that works kind of well. We can do better for the last two. I think I should just shoot just one horizontal light arrow. Maybe I shouldn't care too much about gems there. The gems stop drop, the enemies drop, because I took the 80 gem chests from the secret cave. That should give me more than enough. It should. Pressed. Okay, that was pretty good. Yeah, maybe I should seal it right away because this requires me to go down a bit. Zero. Maybe I should try to do like the task layers and do this layer and the one at the bottom at the same time. But you need to be really good with your movement and the spawns and everything to make it worth it. Since you have other monster layers to deal with at the same time as the wizards, so it might not even be worth it. it would make more sense in any percent, but in any percent you try to preserve gems. Yeah, I guess we won't do that type of strats in RTA runs. It's just very risky for a very small benefit. There's only 3 of them, right? Yeah, we could experiment. Here I'm also trying something a little bit new. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Ah, this one is not finished. Okay. I was not expecting that. But it's a good thing that I checked. I got kind of lucky there. I don't really have a strat for those. Maybe I should come up with one. No! That was my fault. I got too close. Yeah, this barely saves 1 second. But I have a lot of gems. I can afford to do this one. I wasn't sure there was 5 of them, I kind of guessed. Oh, just one time too. Might as well do this. In the Japanese version, these fireballs actually do hit you if you stand still. In the US version, it just goes past me, doesn't hit me. It's weird. Yeah, I have a split here apparently. So you get back immediately, not just for the silverstone, but also for the sleepy mushroom. Wow. You were for the streak, congratulations. Thank you very much. Yeah, those splits are very old. 11 years old. The world record is actually 2 hours 46 minutes and some seconds, I remember. Oh. I beat 3 of the bats. It's best to just kill them with magic, it's more reliable, more reproducible. Okay. Incoming tournament now. I'm really not planning to go back to tournament. Yeah, Dented. Indeed I have. I've relearned 100%. Yeah, I think I should get rid of the previous split because I'm doing the run a little bit differently. I saved a minute in the previous split probably because I did more of these layers before, but now I'm not doing that. I'm doing what Name Faker does because I think it's probably better. Hey, Senator Gorgeous, thank you. Yeah, I guess here's the proper place to split. But I should review these splits. They might not make as much sense now as they did before. There's some layers to do. you want to shoot at this enemy vertically. Get it around hits. Yeah, I should try to account for its movements a bit better. As you can tell, I know the strats, but I don't execute them very well yet. So I have to work on that. Nice. Yeah, if you can catch them on this cycle, when they're still to the left, you save time. If you're a little bit slower before, they will have already run past you to the right side and you lose a bit of time. Yeah, get everything. Just checking from time to time. This is faster than in present. Being able to swing the Zantetsu is pretty nice. Okay, it's fine. I should have enough. It's okay. It should be fine. Slightly, I'm not sure. That was not perfect. I'll take it. No! Wait, wait. Oh. That's okay. It's just a detail. I wasn't sure how many there were. And I could do the layer on the right. Yeah, sure, because that one does not release something in the city. It just releases a path. Okay, so in Hondo, the model towns are actually kind of dangerous. Okay. This was done really badly. At least I killed all the archers. Six. No, I should do this first. Why not? No, I shouldn't have. No, I should do this first. It's okay. It's okay. You do this first and then the one on the right to start spawning the guys. It's not a big deal. Four. I miscounted. Yeah, there's 10 guys. Stop it. didn't take too much damage. Oh, it's not dead. Ooh, let's be careful. Let's be really careful. The model towns are difficult. Yeah, indeed. You don't have to open all the chests. You don't even have to get the goat food or the mermaid tears. That was in the previous rules, but yeah, I decided to get rid of that. I really don't care about that. I think it's 5 here. You're welcome. Yeah, I was a bit scared here because you can take a lot of damage very quickly. field this time. I'm really close to level 19, so there we go. Good. Alright. There should just be 2 layers left. Yeah, that's very nice, having so many gems. Hey Marilyn, salut. Ça va? Remaining 0. Ah, ça va très bien et toi? I'm back to DentedRazor 100%. Category that I hadn't touched in a long time. Oh, by the way, I forgot to split. Apparently I had a split. It's a category I haven't touched in 11 years. I'm not equipping it right away. I'll put on the armor just in case. In Hundo you don't take as much damage. So you should be fine. Nice. Yeah, everyone is going pretty low so far. good. I do not forget to equip the power bracelet again. Hey, Mr. Freed! Thank you very much for the good luck. I'm finally back to 100% after 11 years. My PB is still on an emulator. So I'm hoping to correct that. Yeah, I have to study this room. There must be some optimal placement to make sure that I can get everybody. Yeah, there's still a lot of little details that I have to fine-tune. Being able to swing the spear, so the best feeling. Maybe I should just kill the ghosts when I'm on the right side of the lair. In that little corridor. Okay, nice. I killed the ghosts from the layers below before the layer on the top, which is what I want. Hey, Death Mask. Thank you. At least you have way enough health to get those crazy attacks. Not really at this issue. This is a pretty long cutscene, and you cannot mash Y here for some reason. It only works with B. use gems for these guys. This game is not really about goals, but the other things, yeah, kind of. Now I'm gonna get the soul of reality. That's the last one of the helping souls. Okay, not bad. They gathered near the center. That's a pretty good configuration. Et le clapier, merci. This is a really fun category. Okay, here we go. first the horizontal line and then the vertical. It's a cool strat. Yeah, I started degusting this game really bit by bit in February. In January, though, I didn't do any speedrunning at all. What's really interesting is that I was basing my learning on the current world record by Lane Faker. And as I was learning the strats, there's a lot of places where I had different ideas. I was like, hey, maybe we could do this instead. Could be maybe better. Sometimes it indeed was. And then I rewatched my old PB, which is my current PB still, but it's really old. And it uses for the most part, it uses the same strats as the ones that I have rediscovered. It's amazing that I'm rediscovering strats that I discovered 11 years ago, and I did not remember. It's pretty funny. Okay, how many dives? Let's go. Nice. Two is not bad. I'll take it. Okay, now I need to get emblem H. And the invulnerable bracelet, of course, as always. No, my splits are PB, but it's an 11-year-old PB with all strats, and it played the game way worse. It's mostly the play quality of it, which was much worse back then compared to now. The strats were already kind of good. Yeah, back then I was much worse at the game in general. Yeah, that's true. That's just modern day Hulk against old Hulk. That's really it. That's the biggest explanation. And there's also some better strats now. Honestly, I think that the most part is I've just played better now. So I've just switched to Magic Flare. So this is something that I saw Lost Core do a long time ago. And I took some inspiration from his idea. For the first rooms of World of Evil, I think it works a bit better than the Light Owl. let's get the emblem. So now we should have all of them except for A and C, but we'll get them later. Yeah, what really matters is the damage, but also the fact that you can charge it and increase the damage area. And that's really helpful. I'm gonna try to see if I can execute my new strats. Let's see. Boom. Pretty neat. I'm going on the right side so I can kill one of the two horned demons. Ah crap, everyone does this. And there, we did everything. Okay, I did kill it. I didn't think I would need to use it so early. That's fine. I should put the bracelet back. Checking. So in World of Evil it was mostly new strats. Let's start with this. It's pretty cool, isn't it? Ah, this guy. It's okay, I can afford the damage. Yeah, but yeah, you need so much. It's so long to get that it will really not be worth it in any percent. Starting with this one because this is where I lose my gems. But for the revisits of Acts 1 and 2, I do not take a death, so you get a few gems. It's really the only detail that drives me into doing this one before. Otherwise you could do the 3 revisits in pretty much any order you want. As long as it makes sense here for cursor movements also. Yeah, I should get 24. Oh, yeah, that's why I don't have gems. Oh. Yeah, I didn't think of that. Having gems here is also a pretty nice thing. Okay, I keep that in mind. So maybe I should do 3, 2, and 1 instead of 3, 1, and 2. But honestly, it's really minute details, but you might as well try to figure them out now. Hey, Jitatsu! Long time no see. How's it going? That's good. Glad to hear that. Yeah, it sure has been. Okay, now we have some stuff to get. So the first armor in the game that I'm only getting now. The iron armor. The other chest has gems, I think. Which is nothing that matters. Okay, we did all the stuff. Now the Act 2 collectathon. starting with this, then the scorpions, and while I'm fighting the scorpions, the lizard guys are going to appear. So that's why it's best to do them now. They're going to start appearing. Also, I don't have gems for this. It's not big though, because I need to wait for the scorpions to do their round. But still, yeah, it would have still saved time if I could have killed those a little bit faster. So you could kill those guys and leave the monster there. You could kill them on the first pass and leave the monster there. But if you do that, you're going to be very... you will have a really bad cycle of the flaming bridges. And it's a bit dangerous, so... It's just easier to do the monsters now. This one is really easy to forget. Now we're gonna check if I did kill all these fire dudes. Because I don't remember hearing... I didn't kill all of them. We're losing a bit of time. There's indeed just 4 of them, but yeah, somehow I didn't kill all of them. I thought I did, but okay. Oh, it's a really small time loss. now the sun's in the dark room. So there are several ways to collect everything here. The way I do it is a bit weird. I'm not even sure it's the fastest, but it's complicated to really check well. Yeah, let me show you. No, I should have gone down, whatever. Let's talk to this first. Trigger the burn. And then make the crystal appear. But I can't collect the bell yet because I don't have emblem C from the scroll. Give the ribbon. And after giving the ribbon, you need to wait a little bit for the mold to disappear. So that's why I just give the ribbon and go on my way immediately. Now the mold is gone and you can just get the shield bracelet. Emblem C. It should be the last one. Yes, thank you. This should be 100%. I would have to check the whole thing to see if I didn't miss any layer. So I should have 100%. Now I just need to finish the game. How do you Linux Mint? Thanks for the good luck. I'm trying to remember if there's something I might have missed. I don't think so. I hope. But yeah, I will have to check thoroughly. Yes! Okay, we have all the souls. That looks good too. In terms of items, they should be fine. The only thing that can stop this run from being a good run is maybe I missed a layer somewhere. I will have to check everything. Oh, thanks for the GGs, guys. Yeah, if this run is legitimate, then it's working. But I will have to check. Yeah, thank you, Jintatsu, DentedRazor, McClubkey, HydroPower78. Thanks a lot for the GG. Welcome to the stream. Thank you, Marie-Hélène, Linux Mint. Sub 240 next, I don't know. Yeah, we can probably cut a minute off of this with less hesitating, maybe being a bit more clear about what's faster. The revisits at the end, in what order should I do them? And also, getting the Psycho Sword, I think it's barely faster, but it's so tight, so close that it might just be easier not to bother with it. But it can help to have it. I don't know, it can help. Yeah, at levels 6, 7 and 8, for the enemies in Act 3, you need 1 less hit. So you save 8 frames per enemy. So I tried to total everything, all the enemies that you have to kill before your level is high enough so that it doesn't really matter if you have the Psycho Sword or not. And you just get the time back that you invest in getting the Psycho Sword in the first place, and maybe with 1 second to spare. So. I think it's barely faster, but just the fact that you have to bother with it, yeah, maybe that's a level of complexity that you might not want to add to the run. But I don't know. If it's really faster, I like to do it just because it's a strat that is not obvious, and I like to show off strats that are not obvious, just for the sake of showing my research in the game and in the route, and making this route a little bit my own. Yeah, Magic Flare was cool, wasn't it? Yeah, I remember that Lost Core was the first to have the idea of using it in Hundo for World of Evil. But yeah, the way I used it there was, I think, a little bit more optimized. Yeah, I'm sure it's faster. It's worth spending a little bit of time in the menu just to select it. Yeah, especially for the first 2 layers in the first room of World of Evil. Okay, I'm gonna wait for the ending credits, I think. But I won't do another run. Yeah, this category is long, so it's one where I will just do one full run per stream. I might reset early if I have a bad start in next streams, but I will not do several full runs. But this is a really fun category. I like it. It's fun to figure out. And maybe there's more strats that I could test. Yeah, let's see who's playing right now. Solo cell with Diablo. Yeah, I would need to learn the new strats. I haven't touched Great Circus Mystery again. Zekinoma came up with a new manip route, and it's really crisp and really good. Like his run is perfect, almost perfect. So it's going to be very difficult to compete with. But it's exciting though, because he really took the game to the next level. He shaved 22 seconds from the world record, so it's pretty huge, and it's really close to a minute barrier. But first, I want to have a good run of this Soul Blazer Hundo. Same for the Japanese version, and on the side. Maybe I will de-rust another game. It will also depend on if I'm taken in Speedrun, the upcoming French marathon. Because I've submitted games, and if one of them is taken, I will have to de-rust it. I will take the opportunity to try to improve one of my PBs. I really wanted to go back to maybe a Super Adventure Island 2 or Sky Blazer, games like that. A Sky Blazer is not very improvable, but still a little bit improvable. Super Adventure Island 2 is very improvable. It's one of my worst PBs, and I really liked running the games. Maybe that's something good to do in parallel of Soul Blazer 100%. Because if I'm in the middle of a run for this, the run goes bad and I just want to stop the run and do something else because I won't have time for a full run. It's nice to have a short game on the side. And yes, Super Adventure Island 2 is really fun. It's a really cool game. Honestly, if you ran it now, you could probably beat my PB because it's not so good. It has some clear mistakes, and I have a 3-cycle bird fight when 2 cycle is possible. So you could save, I think it's like 15 or 16 seconds there. Now, honestly, I wanted to go back to it maybe this year. Oh yeah, there's also something else. There's a new Goof Troop hack, Kaiser Goof Troop, and it's difficult. I will see if it's even reasonable to speedrun it, but it could be worth trying to route it. At least I've played through the game because I was the beta tester. Alicon, yes, he came up with different manips and they're better. He manages to kill the ghost with 1 less cycle, and he does the dinosaur also a bit faster. He manages to manipulate the dinosaur to be low enough so he can charge at the head to hit him even earlier. And all around there's some new ideas which are really nice. Yeah, he really took the game to a new level. And the cloud also is there's barely any room for improvement. He just needs to spend 3 lightnings, like just 1 round of lightnings, and the rest is perfect. It's quite crazy. Yeah, I will definitely go back to Great Circus, but not in the near future. Maybe later this year. And maybe I'll just wait for him to route the other difficulties as well, so I don't have to bother doing it. There's always no hits. Wow, yeah. No hit Soul Blazer. Yeah, we would need to get the ice armor because you can't take damage from the lava. We also need the mermaid's tears. Yeah, no hit Soul Blazer would be awful. It would be really hard. Yeah, potentially harder than IOG, but maybe not. I'm not sure. Honestly, I don't know how it would compare to IOG. But yeah, possibly harder. Hey Big Papa Pump, l'ange sans ses ailes est revenu une fois de plus. Le VIP a rejoint ce canal pour accomplir son test. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, RNG manip can be difficult to understand. Also, you need to practice it with an emulator and by watching the RNG value in the RAM watch. And I understand if you don't want to play like that. It's a bit of a different feel, but it's faster. So yeah, if you want to be fast, you have to learn it eventually. Yeah, for Soul Blazer, there's also another category that exists and I haven't done. It's low percent herbs. So basically, low percent, but you are allowed to have herbs. And that will change things a lot. I still don't know exactly what a route would be for it, what an optimized route. But potentially it could be even worse than normal low percent. Oh yeah, there's out of bounds as well. Yeah. That could be a fun one to... a fun quick one. Honestly, that could be an option as a side category. But yeah, I kind of want it to be a different game, but well, why not out of bounds? It looks fun. Jintatsu, it's actually a code. You start the game with like a little game genie code, or is it a different ROM? Like it's a hacked ROM where your character basically does not have any collision. But yeah, it's sort of not a legitimate category because you don't use the normal game. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, I remember watching you run that category. It's fun and it's really short. It's like 25 minutes or so, just because well, there's no collisions. And you can go to teleporters that you haven't set up yet. So basically you just kill all the bosses. That's more or less the idea. You go from the boss to the next. Hey Protoman! Guten Morgen, bonjour. Yeah, well, this is my first stream of the year, so Happy New Year, everyone. Usually in January, I have some other plans. I did not do any speedrunning in January, and yeah, February I started derusting this category. So yeah, this is my first stream. Ah, yeah, that's right, you can skip Poseidon. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, well, this is it. We have a full run. I will have to confirm if it is the legitimate 100%. It would really suck if I just forgot something, but it's possible. There's nothing in the game that really tells you if you had all the monster layers. I confirm that the inventory has everything. I have the 5 helping souls, all the swords, all armor, all magic. I have the 3 bracelets, the magic bell, so that's good. Which I just need to confirm all 400 monsters. Because yeah, there's actually exactly 400, in case you didn't know. It's a pretty interesting detail.